Hey athletes! In this video, we're going to explore our introductory lateral lunge sequence, which is actually a very important precursor exercise for some of our agility components later on. Now, an athlete in our program has worked through a number of fundamental or foundational exercises, and the lateral lunge is unique because for the first time, we're teaching your body to move side to side. So I'm going to take a second, I'm going to quickly demonstrate the exercise, and in this case, you will be doing it against a wall surface just for some extra feedback. Position. So what we're attempting to teach the athlete is how to control the hips and spine moving in a side-to-side direction, essentially a frontal plane direction. In terms of my setup, what I traditionally cue an athlete into is a double wide parallel stance. So twice as much as your normal stance width, but toes perfectly straight. You'll see that my inside leg has basically been pushed straight against the wall. So heel and pinky toe are touching against that surface. The exercise itself, what we're attempting to accomplish is knee, hip, and shoulder are all simultaneously moving sideways towards this wall surface. And you'll see that as I get here, I'm touching all parts of my body at the same time. So we're teaching essentially a coordination exercise of everything being able to move side to side nicely. So things that we're looking for from the front is that there is a roughly vertical spine. We want to make sure that we're not reaching with the bum or leaving the bum behind. We want to think that everything moves as a unit. Now, what we'll do is we'll talk about what it looks like from the side, and we'll talk about a couple of key pieces. So we'll swing around. So we want to view this as a squat exercise. And just like our squat, it is hip dominant. We want to think about how we're loading the bum versus the knee. So when an athlete experiments with this exercise for the first time, one of the most common flaws that we see is that they go to the wall by pushing the knee forward versus pushing the bum back. So you can see in this position right now, if we were to view this as a squat, it would be a roughly squat coordinated position, that there would be essentially the knee and hip angles that we experience during a squat, but just with one leg against the wall. So as an introductory exercise, experiment with the hips shifting down towards the wall position. As you become more comfortable, you will be able to actually expand your width to go a little bit further, but we still want to make sure that we're not losing our really good movement foundation. So bum back, everything touches, smooth coordinated action sequence.